Hello, I'm Laura McHarrie at The Hidden Edge with another tea break tip on how to use business models and tools to help you manage your growing business. Today, we're looking at Hertzberg's motivation and hygiene theory, really useful to help us distinguish between the factors that genuinely motivate staff and those that merely demotivate them when they fall below acceptable levels. So let's have a look at the model itself. Frederick Hertzberg identified two groups of factors: the motivating factors, which create satisfaction, and hygiene factors, which don't provide satisfaction but can be a source of dissatisfaction when they fall below acceptable levels. The most important factors are pay. This is in the hygiene factors, of course: pay, company policies, relationship with supervisors, the working conditions, the salary, the relationship with peers, the personal life, relationship with subordinates, what people think about their status and security. The motivating factors are ones that we quite readily recognize, recognition itself: achievements, advancement in the company, the nature of the work that is undertaken, and the responsibilities that people are given, and the opportunities to grow within the company. When these factors are present, staff tend to feel more motivated. Now, the way that this model is presented is that as a percentage of the frequency that these factors that are relevant in all businesses are represented within your organisation. The more that people are dissatisfied with company policy and administration, for example, the greater the dissatisfaction and the more impact it has on people's motivation. And different people will have different views on each of these factors. It's important to recognise what it looks like in your business. So the template that we have on the following slide gives you an opportunity to work through the hygiene factors and the motivational factors to see what it looks like in your organisation. When we've identified what we currently look like, we need to think about recognising that most people are not motivated solely by pay and working conditions, that we need to make people's work interesting, perhaps redistribute some of the more mundane tasks between members of the team and impress on each person the importance of their job to the team's overall performance. We might give each member of staff the necessary resources and training that they need to have to work effectively. We might make them responsible for the quality of the work and give them the autonomy to get on with it. Do this and they will see work as their responsibility and not something that they just do for the boss. We might set challenging but realistic targets, which when achieved will give staff a feeling of achievement. Recognising such achievements publicly and saying thank you or well done in the public domain will do wonders for morale and productivity. We might provide opportunities for advancement and personal development for all staff, promoting from within wherever possible. But remember that if we provide a new challenge or more interesting work, we also must make sure that they have the right rewards to go with that and have the resources and the training to ensure that they can actually achieve it. Although factors such as pay and working conditions are not motivational factors, when they fall below a certain level, they can be serious demotivators. And working conditions within similar groups within your organisation, or looking outside to competitors and what they provide, will illustrate the equivalence that people could achieve elsewhere. We do need to make sure that we have good communications with our staff and adopt their good ideas, but make sure that they receive the full recognition for any suggestions that might come up. Of course, don't be afraid to use negative feedback or constructive feedback. Delivering the right message to a member of staff when appropriate is important. But equally, you need to make sure that it is justified, because what we don't want to do is to have people unable to respond in the way that you would like them to, because they have been unjustly critiqued. So some key questions to ask yourself, in addition to the ones that we've mentioned there, and the scoring facility that Hertzberg has given us with that model, we really need to think about what motivates me. Is that the same as what motivates my staff? And how do I recognise that? How do I celebrate the success to my staff? And do we have the right tools? Am I giving the tools and the wherewithal for people to be able to achieve what it is that they need to achieve within the roles and within the expectations that I have of them? So there you go, you have a simple explanation of how to use Hertzberg's motivation and hygiene theory. Have a go. You can download the template from the Hidden Edge website. Do share your stories there too. I'm building a portfolio of small business case studies and would love to include examples of what has worked well for you. So that's it from me for this time. So until the next one, let's get on with the cup of tea.